Good morning to all of you. In this video, we will look at what we call as evolution of markets. In a country like India, the middle class forms the base on which markets develop. That is, if there is a very strong middle class, the markets keep developing at a very fast pace. For example, in the huge cities, one would always find there are any number of upper middle class parents very anxious to put their children into very high quality CBSE schools where English is a medium of education. They would not mind spending even 3 lakh rupees as capitation fees or donation to put their children into such schools. Why does this happen? This happens because they believe that the quality of education in the government schools will not be up to the required standards. Number one. They also believe that the atmosphere in the government schools, where the children of those parents from the lower economic strata will automatically come, will not be very good. So they always have a fear that the schools in the government sector would not be able to cater to the specific needs. This problem is a problem that is unique to most of India, and that is exactly why we find the very costly English medium schools thriving everywhere in India, and this includes even the big cities in the so-called Hindi belt, where the parents have started realizing that education in Hindi would take their children nowhere and they will be left behind in the rat race. So, wherever the middle class is very strong, the strong markets develop. But it has been observed that the middle class markets have developed very fast in the South Indian states. In all the 5 South Indian states of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the past 15 years, because there has been a huge thrust on industry and a very strong service sector. Of course, Kerala does not have adequate number of industries because it is considered a communist bastion. But they have also invested in information technology, and many major IT companies have their base there. It is this huge chunk. For example, in Chennai alone, the number of people employed in IT and the BPO and related IT related services is calculated at around 8 lakh people. These 8 lakh people in turn feed the sophisticated markets that one finds in the form of KFC or the shopping malls, or even the sophisticated salons where the cost of a single haircut would be 3 times that of a haircut in a very ordinary salon. So these sophisticated markets keep developing at a very fast pace. For example, the Vande Bharat trains are full of this class of people who always feel that once they have the money they can spend. So the will spend attitude of the IT class and those employed in managerial positions in the manufacturing sector have actually given rise to a huge volume of spenders in the upper middle class segments of the market. So you have the markets for KFC, the shopping malls, the Vande Bharat, very sophisticated services like the branded salons, the beauty parlors, the very costly marriages, along with what we call as the event managers being employed for several lakhs of rupees. These are all new markets that have developed in the past 10 to 15 years. However, India is a market where there are billions of people still employed in the smaller towns and in the outskirts of huge cities in smaller jobs, earning just between 20,000 and 30,000. This is exactly the problem. This the huge number of people, this could even run into, say, for example, something like 10 crore people employed in jobs, in various jobs that are not necessarily permanent jobs, but even contract jobs, and earning between 20 and 30,000 per month. The wife would also be earning possibly between 20 to 30,000 per month. As it often happens, this market is a very big market, but the services and the range of services that are available to this huge market is often very less. Of course, there are some intelligent market people, investors, that is business people, who understood the complexity